you have to make the body look pretty.
Yeah. Sometimes
Keep
you
the
have to
body
do
in
whatever you have
form.
to do. Eh?
Yes.
Anyway, how's daddy?
They out in the veranda, you okay?
Okay, good. Well, Adi,
Alright, all the best.
take care of yourself, my dear.
Okay, yeah.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. It's triple W dot, yeah, like in three W's, www dot D as in dangerous or delightful. Yeah. RealFMGrenada.com. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. Today is Monday? Yeah, Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Colors Day. Colors Day. Now, let me tell y'all something. And I say this. I'll be very honest with you, I don't play games with you. I don't play games with you. I tell you straight up how things go. And you judge me by whatever means you want to judge me. That's okay. I'm cool with that. Tomorrow is Colors Day. And I'm guided a lot at times on what I believe my mother will say or my mother will think, albeit she's no longer here walking this plane with us. She's off with the elders. As a matter of fact, she's an elder by herself at this time. In any event, as I said, I'm guided by her most of the times in what I do. And I was not going to do colors. Honestly, I was not going to. I was well prepared and everything to do colors, and I was not going to do colors. But somewhere in the thought, it became a situation whereby Mom said to me, do your colors. Your country is yours. Your country is yours. Do your colors. So I'm sending this one out to everybody. Do your colors. Your country is yours. Don't bother what anybody else say. Your country is yours. Because when your party wins again, you would want to do your colors again. So do your colors. Your country is yours. All right? Cool.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Good morning, Drums. What's up, girl?
I'm good.
Talk to me.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snares of the foe, and from the noisome pestilence. He that covereth thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. The truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeteth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. For 1,000 shall fall at thy right, and 10,000 at the right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy inhabitants. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angel charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up on their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion, and added the young lions, and the dragon shall thou trample on the feet. This is the end of the scripture reading.
What's up?
Hi there.
You're doing what?
I sit down on my rocking chair.
On your rocking chair? I didn't know you were rocking chair, babes.
Yes, you know how long I buy a rocking chair?
Hey, what you getting on? You happening?
I pay $500 for it.
Oh yeah, where?
In that furniture place in Grenville, going up by the Bowser, by
In
Place.
Classic?
Yes, right.
Oh, that is a St. Patrick's rocking chair now. I'm making St. Patrick's and watch yourself, you know.
Hey, most of them think and then they get it, you know.
Yeah, man, Classic is the best now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make really, really great furniture.
See my rubber, put me clothes. Me press, I can't press with 4 feet draw.
Your dress and everything, but you're getting on?
Hey, me sit in the kitchen with me wears everything I take there. And I put take my thing.
Yeah. Guys, the guy's a good guy. He has a great team of workers. He has a son working with him plus other people. He's a great guy. He's a wonderful person.
Wonderful people inside there.
Yeah, man.
And I have a good name. And if I want anything, I just go inside there and they say, surely.
Surely, man. Yeah. That's good. I will tell him to leave a gift there for you one day.
I hear you.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Have a wonderful day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, good. Yeah, Tola. You have to leave a gift for drumsticks inside there. Don't try that, you know. That is my people and your people and we people and all of us people. Right, Tola? Good morning. Good morning to you, Christine. How you doing this morning? Here's hoping that things are good. Okay with you. As for me, yeah, I'm cool. I got in here this morning. Was I late? No, not necessarily. But I got in here this morning, and just as I was going to make, from the main road, I have to make a right to go into the parking lot at the back of the building. And a good person, they blocked the road with stones. I was about to take a picture of it and everything like that. I said, Charles, I ain't about to take no picture of that. You know, all I did was got out and I removed the stones. And it wasn't like a stone roll into place. No, it's 3 sets of stones. So I guess you wanted that kind of fame, so I give you, whoever it is. But next time, let me know your name so I could just say you block it, you know? So if it's Dalton, I say Dalton block the road, that kind of thing, you know? So yeah, if that is the kind of fame and thing you want, ain't got no beef. Take the fame. If you want to block the road, block the road, do business. I agree with you, block the damn road. Okay? You have to come out. Look at it this way. If you block the road, I must come out and take out the thing that you blocked the road with, and I won't put it back. So my thing is that, and I didn't throw them stones far, I leave them right the wrong day. So you can block it again. Seriously, you can block it again. That's entirely up to you. That's how you feel, and you want it to be spoken about, and you wanted your 3 minutes of fame, you get it. Road blocker. Yeah, man. Blip, blip. Don't worry.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. When you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. When you're moving, which direction you're going, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. What you do and how you're doing it.
You gotta be careful.
If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful.
Whatever you do, however you do it, you gotta be careful with whatever you do. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. It's time for us to make that trip down to the Morris Bishop International Airport. And we are going to be speaking with a young gentleman. Yeah, who's one of my favorites. I don't have a lot, but that's one of my favorites. Jonathan Price, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing quite all right. And good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Monday the 5th of February, 2024, as recorded at the Morris Bishop International Airport. It is currently cloudy with winds coming from the southeast at a brisk 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1011.2 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature is 27.4 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 82%. Yesterday's maximum was 29.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 26.8 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at a trace. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique weather for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy, becoming generally fair as the day progresses. Today's maximum will be 30 degrees Celsius with winds easterly to southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas will be moderate with waves 5 to 6 feet in open waters. High tide will be at 11 a.m. and low tide at 6 p.m. Sunset will be at 6:10 and sunrise at 6:31. Just to repeat the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique weather for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy, becoming generally fair as the day progresses. From the forecast at the Mars Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great week.
Thank you, Jonathan. Take care of yourself, my brother. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5. It's www.realfmgrenada.com. Yeah, man. We chilling on this side of the fence. Me? You know, Andre. But I return to what I said earlier on. And listen to me, yeah? Listen to me and listen to me very carefully. I like to put things into perspective. I really love the fact that people are beautifying the place, cleaning up, and doing painting. But the painting thing, I'll come back to it in a minute. But the whole cleaning and the whole vibes from a lot of people, I'm so very happy that is being done. You know what? These things that I'm about to say, I'll leave them for after independence. Yeah. So continue to clean up and remember what I said to you. Wear your colors. Please, I beg of you, wear your colors. When you're coming out, because tomorrow's Colors Day, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Colors Day. When you're coming out tomorrow, blast your colors. Your colors belong to you. Whatever happened, whenever it happened, you remain, unless you, even if they exile you, you're still a citizen of Grenada. Do you understand? Nobody could take that away from you. Be proud. Before a lot of people were around, you were around. So I want to see us in our colors like never before. Really. Come out in your colors like never before. And somebody said, well, Andre, who are you talking to? Well, I'm talking to my friends who belong to the New National Party. Supporters and well-wishers and sympathizers of the New National Party and members of the New National Party. Wear your colors. Yeah. Don't behave like them people. Don't behave like them. Just wear your colors. That's my advice to you. Would I be wearing colors? Yeah. I was not going to. I honestly was not going to. But I beg and beseech you, one and all, wear your colors. You understand? Don't let this thing, forget this party, man, and just blow out the colors there for them people and them to see. You understand? Okay, 28 minutes past the 7 o'clock hour. Guess what? Dalton? Yeah. He's here with me again this morning. Didn't get enough on Thursday morning, so he returned. Yeah. Good morning, Dalton. How you doing?
Morning. Pleasant good morning to your listening public. I'm great. Happy Independence to Grenada. I'm great.
Happy Independence to Grenada. You're Grenadian?
Yeah.
Oh, you feel you have here. You could go up, Nobody's stopping you,
Yeah.
If you feel you want to go up to St. Vincent, by all means, go ahead.
As a Caribbean man, basically.
No. We ain't doing that.
No. I'm Grenadian to the bone. Really happy and proud to be Grenadian.
Yeah, you want to check your headphones and tell me if you're hearing anything on those headphones. Are you hearing anything on those headphones?
Yes, I'm hearing everything.
All right, so you're good with those headphones.
Yeah.
Don't give me this thing about you, that Caribbean, man. Stop that.
Okay.
You're Grenadian.
Yes, I am.
First and foremost, Grenadian. After the Grenadian thing, you can put anything. You could put Vincentian, you can put Caribbean man,
Alright.
you know, but Grenadian,
Yes.
first and foremost, you are Grenadian. That's what's important.
Very much so.
You're doing colors tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll do my colors.
Or you doing your colors?
I have a national way that I would put on.
Oh, yeah.
I was planning to wait for the Saraka, but that's after independence. But I would wait tomorrow.
Right. Speaking of which, yeah, Saraka.
Yeah.
Because that's why you hear this
Salaka.
one, eh?
Yeah, Salaka.
What is it? Saraka, Salaka? What is it?
Pottery is Salaka. So a lot of people say Saraka, yes, but the term from the old heads or ancestors in pottery is.
Hold on. Let me get you really and true. What is it, Dalton?
Salaka is the oldest cultural event in Grenada, La Poterie Salaka. And if we take back in history, from written history, when the French came to Grenada in 1649 on the 17th of March, and they attacked the Caribs in the Capiste, which is La Poterie, they said they attacked them on the night of their moonlight feast. So the Caribs was having a feast. And from since then, and then the French and the Caribs would have had a treaty 10 years after 1649, and they would have moved that Saraka event before Lent because they become Christian, they lost the battle, they signed a treaty agreement. So La Poterie Saraka is always held the Friday before Lent as the arrangement of the treaty that was signed in 1657. So that's where the Saraka originated. And from then still now, so we're celebrating over 365 years of La Poterie Salaka.
You say Salaka.
Yeah.
People say Saraka. What is it?
It's a feast where...
No. Which one is correct then?
Well, as I say, Riversali may refer to them as Saraka. We in La Poterie say Salaka. Understand? And not Saraka. So there is a confusion of the word,
Yeah.
but meaning practically the same sort of thing.
And it means feast, right?
Well, yeah, it's a feast. Yeah.
Generally, that's what it means.
Yeah, but it's also a religious affair, in starting from the origin, because all those Kalinagos in the Caribbean came to La Poterie for that particular feast.
You just saying this because it's come in your head, yeah?
No.
Is it? Are there records of this?
But the French mention it, yeah, and we know of, and it's the same thing. Practically everybody from everywhere come and congregate and have as family reunion, because it's part of the culture. We do it today unconsciously of the origin and its purpose, but it's the same event.
No, that is very interesting because what I like about it is that you say that the Kalinagos from other islands came to Grenada for that. Mm-hmm. So Grenada has been like a hub of activity?
Yeah, Grenada was the center of the civilization.
Expound on that.
Now, when you look at all the events, the recorded events, the artifacts, that was, and talking the oral history and the archaeological evidence that I would have discovered in La Poterie, you see and know why La Poterie became the center of the civilization. And in my theory is that the head of the Kalinago people, when they came across the Atlantic, they would have landed in La Poterie. And La Poterie, especially on Artist Point, have a special magnetism from the geological features of the area. And that magnetism would have affected the current that drives whatever drifting and sailing to come directly into that bay. Mm-hmm. So they would have landed there, and just the beauty of that place would have they created the center, and from there they moved to the different location. So, and I saying that is one of the reasons why they would have returned and have their special feast in La Poterie throughout those centuries.
Because they're coming from South America, correct?
Well, the Kalinago people in the La Poterie theory, they come, the Malian Empire came from Africa in the 12th century, and they came across the Atlantic. That would be Abubakari II. And as a result, they make La Poche the center of the civilization. So they came at the same time.
So the
in
trade
12th
winds brought
century.
them. The trade winds brought
Or
them.
the Kaline. There is a breeze that blew across the Sahara Desert that the Africans call it the Kaline breeze. That is why they refer to them as the Kalinago people, because they came with the Kaline breeze. So they came across the Atlantic and settled throughout the region. La Poche being the center of that whole civilization. And we have the artifacts. I mean, they teach us something totally different in school, and that's to show how the resistance of La Poche for all these hundreds of years. Saraka is a living testimony of that resistance of the community of La Poche. Shows us directly our origin and where we come from.
Okay. That's like nice history coming. And that's like a breath of fresh air.
I know.
That's like the colonial breeze blowing
Yes.
me right now.
It
you
is,
know, because
it
I
is.
feel so different. I'm so proud of us as a people.
Yeah. You know, and as a result of that great history in La Poche, it has suffered over the years, and poverty reigned. But I'm happy in a sense that that poverty preserved that rich history. On the downside is poverty, but on the brighter side, it preserved that history. And now, last night we had an event where they blow the Saraka. So they go through the village blowing a conch shell and reminding everybody of the Saraka for Friday. And all the kids gather in the pasture. I told them the story, and it was log porridge night, so we had a lot of different porridge and bakes and saltfish and fried roast breadfruit. It really was a nice event.
So did you bring any with you?
They ate all.
Come on. But what was the turnout like?
I tell you, it was really great. And they had so much of event. They had car racing in Pulse, but the parents and the kids came out. So it was a good night. Very successful. Kudos to the organizers and the community as a whole.
Poverty is not a good thing. However, you are claiming that because of poverty, we are now able to enjoy a cultural event from over 300 years old.
Yeah. Preserve. And that shows the resistance of the La Poche community was never enslaved. They signed that treaty with the French in 1657 on the 10th of December. They ratified on the 10th of December. And the governor at the time, the French governor at the time, said, look, we cannot sign no treaty with you guys. Both the French and the Kalinago was weary of the war. They've been fighting for 10 years. And he told him, he said, look, you need to bring all the Caribs in the region. And the French governor gave that task, hoping that he would not have been able to accomplish that task. And Chief Baba Beso, he get all the chiefs throughout the region and came to La Poche, came to Grenada, and they ratified that peace on the 10th of December, 1657. You know what happened last year? Now there's other places that have the same meaning as La Poche, same different word, but same mean La Poche. Places like Argyle, Carrico, the whole of the island of Carrico was called Argyle.
Carrico.
Yeah, so it also means La Poche. There is 2 villages in St. Vincent called Argyle, Greg's Day Argyle and Argyle where the International Airport is built. For the weekend of the 10th of December last year, all the leaders throughout the region went to Argyle and signed that peace treaty with Guyana and Venezuela over the flare of war for the disputed territory in Guyana. So a repeat of the La Poche Conference. So basically it is called La Poche Conference. And to the amazement, when they was doing the international airport, the site that was discovered in Argyle, all the artifacts that was discovered there, the clay that made all those pottery that was discovered in Argyle originated from La Poche, Grenada.
You mean all the artifacts?
Yeah.
Were made here?
In La Poche. And I cross in the origin of those artifacts, other artifacts from Trinidad, other artifacts from St. Vincent, All those artifacts, pottery, come from Grenada.
And where are those artifacts now? Those in St. Vincent?
In St. Vincent, yeah.
Where? In a museum or something?
Well, yeah, the National Trust is a very active organization in St. Vincent. They have a little museum in town where the old library used to be. So they have those artifacts.
The question though is it said, do they know, people who go in, are they educated to know that these artifacts were made in Grenada?
No, I don't think that the narrative is thing, but the archaeological evidence and the whole documentation on that research. Matter of fact, I have it on the research document that we did with the La Poterie. And that could have only happened after my discovery here in La Poterie, and we did all the cross-referencing with the different pottery throughout the region.
Let's put a full stop there. We'll return to that because we're basically here this morning to speak about the La Poterie Salaka.
Salaka.
The La Poterie Salaka, which takes place on Friday coming.
Yes, the 9th.
All right, so we're going to take a commercial break, friends, and we're going to be right back. This is Real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Andre speaking this morning with Dalton Charles. And together at Dalton, we are going to explore quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay with us, friends.
This is 50 years of Calypso excellence as Made in Grenada presents Calypso at 50 featuring Unlucky.
I must go back, my little island is calling.
The original Inspector. Flying Turkey, Lady Cinty, Smokey, Peter Humphrey, Randy Isaac, Woodsman Kelly, Squeezy, Scholar, Black Wizard, and Chamo, and the Hitman Inspector. One stage, one night, Sunday, February 11th, 6 p.m. sharp at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. Tickets are $50 and are available at Canadian Optical, Town and Grandance, Mitchell's Wellness, Grandance, St. David Pharmacy, Max's More, and St. Andrew Pharmacy, Calico, Sates, Shizemore, Licks and Bites, and GoToFed.com. The hits, the classics, the performances as Grenada celebrates 50. Sponsored by Flow, Brighton and Miners, Antillean Group, Spy-Style Auto Rental, Wayne Mitchell, Glenelg, Springwater, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenada Distillers, makers of Gladscott Rum. Sunday, February 11th, 6 p.m. Grenada National Stadium. This is 50 years of Calypso excellence.
Psst. Hey, you. Why pay high prices to watch TV or struggle with apps on your Fire Stick? For only $2.75 per year or $75 for 3 months, you can have unlimited access to thousands of live TV channels, including news, sports, entertainment, and much more. All you need is a Fire Stick, Android device, or smart TV. Too good to be true? Then try our free trial for 36 hours before you buy. Interested? Then call or WhatsApp DP Marketing on 457-3546 or 538-9026. That's 457-3546 or 538-9026. DP Marketing. We bring the world to you.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
50 years as an independent nation.
Now that's a reason to celebrate. Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Aspire, build, and advance with 100% financing to buy land, purchase or build your home, or make those much-needed home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, low interest rates. And that's not all. 100% financing on brand new vehicles with 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you this year with special financing from Co-op Bank. Apply today.
Welcome home.
Saturday, February 3rd to April 30th, 2024, Itel City Sports present the 4th annual Football Under the Lights at Roselle Plain Field in St. Patrick. $20,000 up for grabs in cash and prizes. First place winner in the senior will receive $4,000 and under 17, $1,500. Second place, $3,000 and under 17, $1,000. The dream team all the way from St. David's is ready to defend. Come witness one game nightly on weekdays and 2 games on weekends. It's 2 competitions, one for the seniors and the other for under 17. Registration fee $400 for seniors and under 17 is free. All teams will be able to register at least 20 players. All players must have their uniform and must be numbered. Contact 538-7509 or 406-9580. Football under the lights. Saturday, February 3rd until April 30th. Roselle Plain Field, St. Patrick's. Be there.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Get ready to experience the electrifying energy of the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the finest young athletes from across the Caribbean, showcasing their talent, speed, and determination in a quest for glory. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the spirit of unity and celebration, igniting a flame that will shape the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on the action at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday, March 30th to Monday, 1st April 2024. Secure your spot now by purchasing your tickets at Grenadian Optical or visiting gotofed.com. Join us in celebrating the athleticism and excellence of the Caribbean.
Yeah, well, I did promise Dalton that I was going to speak to him this morning, but the conversation is just going to be about the poetry Salaka. Now, Dalton is going to, well, as I always say to him, the doors are open, just has to let me know when he wants to come, so we can sit and we can talk, and we'll be talking a lot about the history of Grenada, and by the looks of things, it is giving one the impression that civilization in Grenada, right, started in La Poterie. It is looking like that. But of course, we'll discuss these things as we go along. No, not this morning. I have other things to discuss. Get rid of him and then I have other things to discuss. La Poterie Salaka, what is different?
The age, the fuss, the ancestors' resistance to colonization and slavery. During slavery, when nowhere else could have celebrated and have their own culture, because they had to adhere to the massa, La Poterie continuously have that Salaka up to today. There is Salaka emerging after slavery, yes, but La Poterie Salaka is not hinged on the slavery that occurred here. And the mere resistance to colonization is the testimony of, how resistant the community of La Poterie able to, over all those years, and emerge and continue to have that activity year after year.
The resistance you speak about, would you say that this resistance still exists to a certain form in La Poterie? Because you'd find that, for want of a better expression, you'll find persons who are overly aggressive in the La Poterie area. Am I correct?
Well, it is painted like that.
Yeah, but okay, go on.
Yeah, but yes, it is if you look at, I just look at it from the ability of our youths, the talent, the raw talent that is like instinctively inherited from our ancestors. You would see the trait of what is said by the Europeans or the French in the early documentation of the La Poterie community. So you see that continue, and yes, we have that edge of resisting. Mm-hmm. We do have that flair. So yes, I could, that could be one of the attributes in observing the community of La Poterie.
Give us an idea of exactly where La Poterie is, because folks can get mixed up with La Poterie and Tivoli to an extent, because Tivoli would have their own Salaka or Saraka, correct?
Well, Tivoli recently started to have the Salaka event, but if you look back at the French old map, places that is called Tivoli today was La Poterie. So La Poterie today now, or the remnant of what La Poterie used to be, La Poterie was a Capiste.
Capiste meaning the capital?
Well, Capiste...
Or the center?
The Capiste as to the French location is the northeast. So if you look at a geographical 16th century explanation of the Capiste, it would tell you is where the northeast trades blows. Mm-hmm. And it's within a peninsula. So when you're on Artist Point, you would see the peninsula to the north, which is High Cliff Point. You see that long wall after you leave River Antoine, that rock going out there. And then when you look to the south, you would see Telescope, the peninsula of Telescope. Mm-hmm. So within that whole area is referred to as the Capiste. Okay. And Poterie being the center.
The center of the Capiste.
Of the Capiste, And that goes all the way up to Kublal, basically. So that whole region was the Capiste.
You're discovering quite a lot as you go along, and we'll talk about that another time. Uh-huh. But how does your discoveries, which of course has to do with history, how does that affect for you the whole idea of La Poterie and its Salaka?
I think my whole aim is to enhance and include all the discovery into really bringing to the world that great community. And Grenada haven't had or do not have a UNESCO World Heritage status or a UNESCO World Heritage site. You know, from the inception of my work, I see La Poterie would be that place for Grenada. I could compare La Poterie to Lance Meadow in Canada, or Masada in Israel, or that forest in Germany where the Germans defeated the Romans. You know, any World Heritage site in the world, La Poterie would be at the top, basically. You know,
Why?
the whole story of La Poterie. You have so much colorful story of La Poterie. So much sad ones, so much myths, so much legends. You know, it would really defies your imagination. Matter of fact, there's an artifact in La Poterie. Imagine a dagger embedded in a rock, and not just a rock. It's like a flint rock. Geographically, you cannot explain that phenomenon. You know,
a dagger, like a metal dagger, embedded in a rock.
Yeah, there's a gentleman that have it. I don't want to call name or say thing. And so those are the phenomena.
But you've seen that.
Yeah. So those are the phenomena. And I need to, he's not on island at the moment, but I need to get a picture of that. Something I'll talk you on.
But how do you explain that?
You cannot geographically, in geology, you just can't. Well, you could. There's an explanation for everything. You know, you could say maybe because of the volcano, different metals are created, and with the fusion, the metal happened to be there, and it infused in the rock. You know, maybe this sort of explanation.
What are some of the things that you've discovered in the La Poterie area?
I would discover artifacts that predates what geologists and even archaeologists would say we shouldn't have discovered. So the period which we call the archaic period, you're talking about like 12,000 years BP, and discover evidence. Matter of fact,
BP meaning?
Before time.
Okay.
So you have people like Peter Siegel, that did a core sample from River Antoine Lake. And in his discovery, discovered that charcoal that was created by humans in River Antoine Lake, in this core sample that he did there.
He discovered it in the lake?
Yeah, in the lake. And that's a few years ago. Peter Siegel did those. He did, matter of fact, he did one in Meadow, in the mangrove area. And that area is to be the largest mangrove area in Grenada. And mangrove is a depository of evidence date way back. So he did a core sample for pollens, like the different plant pollens and everything that you find in it. So he did a range of research. And archaeology questioning the evidence, yes, there is no doubt that those charcoal, because charcoal created naturally and charcoal created by human activity, have distinct, you could see it distinctively. Yeah. And they conclude it is human creation. But now they question, where is the evidence of those people? Now I'm discovering the evidence of that period in time, because through an excavation about 100 feet down, I'm discovering fossils that should not have been, based on geography and the theory, shouldn't be existing. And I'm discovering artifacts that should not have been wrong. So it is very, very interesting, and I think we could take that even further. It's a new chapter, even though I'm concentrating on the Kalinago aspect, but that's predate our people. There is even a civilization that could only be found in Grenada, the Swazoid people, as a result of Sava and Swazi. And those artifacts that is discovered there, Sava and Swazi, the Swazoids. And you see it is in the same region of the Capister, because it's from High Cliff Point up to River Sally, Battery area, that whole region.
Black people?
Yeah. The pottery that I discovered pottery in the area, the thing is that we try to hide the existence of African pre-Europeans here. But the evidence now cannot hide, you know. And the African technology in doing pottery have a unique and special method that they use. And those pottery technology is African. Matter of fact, we did a test on a lot of material in La Poterie, and the evidence doesn't match with the Americas. The evidence match with African components. The critics could say, okay, well, the Sahara dust blows across the Atlantic and deposit some of those African, like the dust, the minerals, you know, originate. Right. You know, that could be one of the critics. I'd say it differently. I know for a fact, the community of La Poterie, that area been discovered and populated by Africans long before. And the last wave of African prior slavery, the Kalinago people that came and resided in La Poterie, the evidence of the Salaka today relates directly back to the African culture, the West Africa.
All right, so in the next couple of minutes, which is going to be your last, tell me, Dalton, what can I expect for Saraka on Friday?
You expect pure love, as we community is a community of love. The Kalinago people had a communal community. So when you come, you'll get food as you could eat throughout the entire community. So you could go by every home. A lot of home, family congregate in those homes and they cook. And we share food in the pasture. We beat drum. We have nation dance, tilingo, you know. And the tilingo would be the dance with the kids from going around the community from the pasture. And then at the end of the tilingo dance, then starts the nation dance where the guys would beat drum for the entire night and dance and sing traditional songs. And you eat as much through the community. So a lot of food.
There's a lot of problem. A lot of people say that there's a problem, a budding problem, and that problem has to do with commercialization.
Yeah, the DJs and you know,
DJs.
And everybody seems now, because you have so much people coming into La Poterie, they see it as an opportunity where they could earn something, and they move away from the tradition. But we're trying to stem that in the bud now, and see how we could refocus our energy into the national traditional way of how we do things with the drumming. The drumming have to be the main focus. We cannot say, no, you shouldn't have your dance and your DJ, but let us respect and support that culture that gives you the same opportunity to earn $1. Yes, you have to provide, I mean, it's free food throughout, and now you're realizing, okay, well, maybe you could sell a drink and at $2, yes, but let us focus on the tradition. So especially the period where the kids would come out, eat in the pasture, and then have the telingo. I don't think we should have that blaring DJ, you understand, music that would disturb the whole.
You still having the kids eat on leaves and stuff like that?
That is the excitement. Everybody can't wait to go and sit and take a spot and eat, you know.
Your area, you're having your Salaka where?
In the Kalinago village, where we're constructing the Kalinago village. I would have cooking and.
So what do you have?
Cook the traditional kuku with a lot of meat, chicken mainly. Then you have, I would do I love crab, so I wouldn't cook without cooking oil on crab oil on, and a vegetable oil on, because I have vegetarian coming. So I would do, because I bring a tray into the pasture as well. So I would do the traditional pea soup with the big dumpling, cassava dumpling, and your kuku. You must have kuku with your kalalu and everything. So
there must have been some aspect of back then. You'd have had the agouti still here. You'd have had the tattoo still around, and the mannequin, whatever.
And so that would have been the meat, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that would have been the meat.
May not have necessarily been chickens.
No,
because chicken is more of a Caucasian kind of a thing.
Yes. And alternatively, we moved to the alternative. So that's the the experience of our people. They had to find alternatives as they go along with the infusion of the Europeans. Like I would say, when La Poterie had a fields of roseau, they used to use roseau to cover the houses.
Mm-hmm.
When the European came and they have the plantation system and they move away the roseau, then they switch to the cane leaves to make the roof, you know. So we always have to be switching one. So the Kalinago never used to have like animals domesticated.
They go hunt.
They go hunt, you know. But then when things change, they could not go no longer hunting private. Their property became private property, you know. So they had to start to domesticate animals. So that's the reality of today. So we're using what we domesticated. We no longer have agouti. There's agouti in St. Vincent.
There's agouti in St. Vincent?
Yeah, you know.
We hunted the agouti into extinction.
The French hunted the parrots, the agouti. You know, they dangerous. They eat everything and they eat it out of existence.
What is it, the agoutis?
The parrot and the agouti, yeah. The French they brought it to the edge of extinction, and thereafter, you know, we would have lost it. But it's in St. Vincent, striving.
I wonder if we can get a few agouti coming together.
I think they had a program a few years ago where they did brought a pair of agouti and let it go in Granite Island. I don't know how that. I must question forestry about that.
Black man, they eat that.
But and look, there is an excess tattoo in St. Vincent. Them Vincentians want to get rid of the tattoo in St. Vincent, and
What?
it was a program with Uncle Gary that brought tattoo to St. Vincent, you know. And now it's too much a tattoo in St. Vincent.
They don't eat it?
They don't eat it like how we love it here in Grenada. So,
but I've heard this about the tattoo, that the tattoo is the only creature in the world that carries the leprosy gene.
It is the
only creature. I've heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not like confirmed, but I've heard that. It's the only living creature that can survive with it.
Wow. That's good.
With the leprosy gene.
That's a research that
that is the research that could be done.
Yeah.
And it is said that when you cook, you have to prepare it properly. And the cooking, that is why tattoo cooking takes so long. When you cook it is when you get rid of the leprosy.
Wow, interesting.
Gene. So it could be that because and folks, don't take this one and go on Twitter with it. Don't go on Facebook with it. But it could be that maybe somebody from Barbados must eat raw tattoo. So that's why they have leprosy in Barbados.
Wow. Well, they need to find out and isolate the special gene in the tattoo
and see what the tattoo is producing.
Yeah.
That makes it resilient to
that, yeah.
Final opportunity to invite people to your Saraka.
Yeah, I'm inviting the whole nation to La Poterie. I know La Poterie Saraka normally be close to Independence. So after Independence, you have the place to go. La Poterie, the oldest cultural event on island. Come, enjoy the drum. Feel the power of Besso, one of the greatest Kalinago chief. Feel the power of Antoine, another great Kalinago chief. Feel the power of Warnard, another great. There was 3 great Kalinago chiefs in La Poterie.
Antoine is not a.
Well, the French named them after the French names, but you know, but yeah, they were.
Do we know what their names were? We doing original names or we don't?
Well, some of the different location in La Poterie is called by our traditional ancestors' name,
like
Tujim, Forogi, and these places, and Punun, you know, and like in our family cemetery.
Those aren't French words.
No, in our family cemetery, I could go back to about 1,000 years of our ancestors, you know, and on those names are there in location in La Poterie, you know, and that is how my grandmother was able to pass on. Like when I go in the cemetery and she tell me that is X grave, that is that grave, you know, but even then I took everything as an ancestry, you know, and you know, after looking at the same poverty situation in Poterie, then I realize, you know, how important and how, you know, and that's how Africans tell their story. practically
it's always
leave
horror.
it.
They
leave the story.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, Doctor, thanks for stopping by.
No
man.
problem.
You can
Thanks
still
so
say
very
that.
much.
You can still stay around. I just have other things to do, and you can sit there and enjoy a first-hand view of what is going to happen.
Okay, no problem. I'm interested.
Real 91.9. We've got a commercial break, friends, and we'll be right back. I got something very interesting to share with you. So call your friends and call your neighbors and tell them Andre has something very, very special that he wants to share this morning.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody. And tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitate cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Have you had Boston on your travel bucket list? Well, we've got some exciting news for you. JetBlue is thrilled to announce its new non-stop flight every Saturday from Grenada's Maurice Bishop International Airport to the vibrant city of Boston. Now you can embark on your Boston adventure without any layovers. JetBlue is making it easier than ever to explore this incredible destination. Whether you're visiting family or friends, exploring for the first time, or simply experiencing Boston life, JetBlue has you covered with a convenient non-stop flight, complete with comfortable seating, complimentary snacks, and an array of entertainment options. You'll arrive in Boston feeling relaxed and ready to explore. So now's the time. Visit JetBlue.com to book your flight and bring Boston closer to Grenada. Let your adventure begin.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
Yeah, hungry world it is. Good morning, Grenada. Again, 16 minutes after 8 o'clock. And did you go tell your friends that I had something to share with you all this morning? Yeah, something very interesting to share this morning. And this I'm trying to figure it out myself. Now, a friend of mine's, a good oh, by the way, Dalton, Lydia Isaac. Do you know that person? Lydia Isaac. They say good morning.
From Tivoli?
I don't know where she's from, but she's just saying here on the live.
Oh,
she's saying good to see you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
All
I
right.
know Lydia, yeah.
Right. So, give me a minute. Let me just talk
Okay,
about
yeah,
something.
all right, no problem.
And I know you want to hear what I say. I know you want to hear what I'm saying. Now, here's what. A friend of mine's messaged me and said, Jay, what happened to you, man? I say, I'm good. I say, what happened to your leader? I say, my leader? I said, what do you mean, my leader? He says, what happened to your political leader? I say, oh, nothing. He's good. He said, but Jay, he did not go to the gala. And it's a national gala. It's a thing to raise funds and yada, yada, yada. So I said, okay. But was he invited? And the person goes, well, he wasn't supposed to be invited. I said, no, It doesn't go that way. It doesn't go that way at all. Because if he was invited, I'm sure he would have gone. The person said, no, but he monkey just turn up. I said, no, turn up. And when he turn up, he's the leader of the opposition. He's not just any other person turning up. So when he turns up, they have to have parking for him. They have to have where he's going to pass to go inside and everything, and where he's going to sit or stand or whatever. So it's not just, oh, well, yeah. No. I said, no, Bridget. So after some heated discussion, he kind of agreed with me. So I decided to do some homework myself. And in my homework, I decided to find out whether or not Dr. Mitchell was invited to the gala. And that was on Saturday night. And after great investigation, like anyway, after some investigation, a couple of phone calls, and so on, Dr. Mitchell, leader of the opposition, was not invited to the gala. He was never officially informed of the gala. So understand that, friends. Because the narrative has started going that, oh, he didn't go, he should have gone and whatever. He was never officially informed of the gala. It was mentioned, yes, we will talk about it, that's okay. But the ad on the radio or the thing being on social media, that is for minions like me and Dalton. That's for us. Do you understand? That is not for people like sitting MPs and senators too. You have to officially invite these people. You have to officially inform them. As a matter of fact, let me see. You have a gala coming, and it is of that magnitude, and it is being hosted by the Governor General. The office of the Governor General has to ensure that people like the Prime Minister, because it's hosted by the Governor General, so the Prime Minister has to get special invitation. The leader of the opposition has to get special invitation. And all members of Parliament, including senators, Speaker of the House, the President of the Senate, they all have to get special invitations to functions like these. If they don't get, then it is entirely up to them if they want to go. But if they go, they also must know that nothing has been prepared for them. So they have no special parking, and now they have to do something, run and find a park. Or they might have to tell the driver, well, park down there and wait, and you can't have any official like that car parking half a mile away. You can't have that. So I want to put it to rest before it even starts. Dr. Keith Mitchell was not invited to the gala. He was invited and informed of the church service yesterday. And he was there front and center. He was there. I don't know if he was invited to the parade and so on for Wednesday, but I believe that he should be invited as leader of the opposition. And if he's invited, I'm almost certain that he will turn up. He might not stay for the entire thing, but he will turn up. But you can't not invite him to your gala and expect him to turn up. It doesn't work that way. That is not how things work. He is not just a minion. Not an ordinary person like me. Juk to me that want the invitation to go in thing. You understand? Juk to me. So, I mean, come on. That's Dr. Keith Mitchell. Prime Minister of Grenada for over 20 years. Opposition leader on 2 occasions. Do you understand? Come on, for crying out loud. He is the leader of the party that got the second among the votes in the last election. He's the leader of that party. You know? So he's not just a riffraff. It doesn't work that way. So, I told my friend, I said, watch. After a while, he said, Andrew, you know, you're correct, eh? I said, well, most of the time I has be correct. Most of the time I has be correct. But the people have to do better than that. The people who are organizing, need to do better than that. You cannot have certain events and not invite persons like that. You can't do that. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. That makes absolutely no sense. That's not how it's done. But then again, one has to understand that when the elections, when the Mark Boss and NLB lose, you did hear word coming from the camp of the National Democratic Congress that they'll be doing things differently. So that could be one of the things that they have chosen to do differently. And that is unfortunate. That is rather unfortunate. You cannot organize functions like this and don't invite the people that are supposed to be there. As a matter of fact, if you want it, you know the tickets cost $500. Send him. Have hand delivered to him or to his office, because the leader of the opposition has an office. The office of the leader of the opposition is in Parliament Building. So have hand delivered to his office 2 tickets for the function. Yes, have hand delivered to his office 2 tickets for the function. So take out $1,000 from your pocket instantly. Lay pay. I ain't telling you to invite him for free now. No. Send 2 tickets. So if he ain't come, you get your money. Simple as that. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andre Donald.
Yes, Clifford Bridgman.
Yeah, you are totally right in what you have just said there. And my reason for proving that you are right is that I grew with Sir William Allen Branch.
Okay.
And he was knighted by the Queen. I can't remember the year. Somewhere in the 70s. Mr. Eric Geary was Prime Minister at that time. And any official government function, he have to be given an official ticket to attend. And as you said, whether the function cost $1,000, a ticket was in, and he have to honor that ticket.
Of course.
I can testify for that. So you're not making something that you're not aware of. That is it. That is true, as I know. And Sir William Allen Branch died as Sir William Allen Branch. He was knighted by the Queen for his service in humanitarian and agriculture to Grenada. At one time, Mr. William Branch would have managed, in my estimate, over 17 estates.
Okay.
Right? Stretching from St. Andrews to St. John.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Right? So I am aware of those things. But again, I am not satisfied with some of the things I see happening. And I'm hearing personnel from the NDC saying, oh, they're playing selfish, they don't think in there, they'll come in and they do their thing, and they're too much a one-side thing. And definitely things are one-side. The government side seems to be not having the proper understanding of how to go around those protocols. And it is not looking decent. And we can't go around saying about we want equality, we want unity and whatnot. You would never get unity that way.
But there are a number of things that I am aching to speak about. However, I, again, listening to my mother, she's not with us, but she walks the road, and listening to her, she would say to me, no, don't, not at this time. And I want us to have a wonderful independence celebration, because it is all about Grenadians as it relates to independence. So I'm encouraging people to wear their colors, to go on out, and do thing. If there's a function, you figure you want to go to the function. Don't do something you ain't going. No. If when it comes to Wednesday in the parade, full up the stadium. It is our independence.
You are saying the very same thing that I will say. I am not prepared to go to the stadium though, but because first of all, I wouldn't like to get myself ready and go to a bus, and for somebody to tell me, well, we didn't cater for you, and we didn't cater for the thing, and the bus have a 16 passenger we cater for, and we have with people. I won't like nobody to tell me that. Therefore, I'm not going. But I'm prepared to wait callers where necessary. I'm prepared to cooperate where necessary, and anything people ask me to do. For instance, they was doing the road by me, and I only knew that when I was going to a meeting in Cloger concerning farmers. And somebody, I see people with tools that they asking me, hey, so you're coming out? I said, and nobody told me that. And right around me, you wouldn't believe. Well, I think you know where I live.
Yeah.
Right, the house before my house, the person is a NMP, certain on that. And the person immediately after my house, the person is a NDC. And I can tell you, behind the back and in the present, I have very good cooperation from both of them. We have no problem. We have very good cooperation. The NDC, we cooperate very good. The NMP, we cooperate very good. And anybody being online, they could ask them. The people who know with the two persons closest to me. So my house in the center of a NNDC on one side and an NMP on one side.
And you're a GLP.
And I voted, my first time I voted in my life, I voted for your GLP. I voted for a man called David Sylvester against Harry Ogilvy. And since after that, I've never...
Who won?
David Sylvester won. That was the year the song come out, Get Harry to Tell Us Where Is the Nutmeg Bonus. Right? I remember that.
Yeah, Cliff,
right? Cliff. And I have never, ever voted after that for no other party than the NMP.
All right. Anyway, gotta go.
Thank you.
All right, one love. So, friends, it is as simple as that. It is as simple as that. One should not treat Dr. Keith Mitchell with scant courtesy. One should not treat Dr. Keith Mitchell with scant courtesy. And as I say, there's no way that Andre Donald will sit here and use this medium to tell anybody not to do this and not to do that as it relates to independence. Hell no. That's not going to happen. Andre Donald will not do something like that. My thing to you is go out and enjoy our independence. It is about us. It's not about them. It is about us. Independence is a Grenada thing on the 7th of February. Good morning.
Good morning to Mr. Andre Donald.
Good morning, ma'am.
And good morning to the Grenadian people. Well, I just listening to you, what you said, and the behavior of the people. The man call you and tell you, if you're opposition leader, don't go to the gala. They don't send no invitation for him, and he don't go. But what I'm saying is, these people have no love in their heart. They don't care about nobody. Dr. Mitchell ain't worrying about that. That will be on their conscience, not Dr. Mitchell.
True
you
that.
Understand?
True that.
That will be on their conscience. Because you have times they have a meeting up here. And if they don't call me and tell me I don't go. Whenever they tell me, why didn't you? I say, well, you know something? You all know where I live in and all you have my phone number.
Exactly.
Even when we have to go to Parliament, I don't go to Parliament as long as I don't get an invitation in an envelope and my name mark on it. I don't go. So he's right, but he don't miss that. He don't lose that. That will be on their conscience. Deacon Mitchell said he will do things different, so Grenadians don't have to be surprised that they're doing things different. But they will come down on the White Horse one day. It's just a matter of time. That White Horse, he must come down. Have a good morning, Grenada.
Take care of yourself, Camille.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 27 minutes on the upswing before the 9 o'clock hour. And I really and truly wanted folks to get this. and get it straight. You cannot expect someone to turn up at a function if you do not invite them. You can't expect them to turn up. And if they turn up, it's entirely on them. Because you did not invite them, you would not have made arrangements for them. So they'd be out of place to turn up. Riffraff me and me could turn up. I could stick in a corner there and jam. I have no problems with that. But there are people who deserve certain respect, and you give them the respect that they deserve. They've earned it. And I believe now the person who is the secretary, I put it on the secretary in the office of the Governor General. I'm putting it on that person that forget to send the invitation. I'm putting it on them. Madam Governor General, I just say this to you. I'm not supposed to do so and bring you into any conversation and get you above whatever. But I just say this to you. Fire that person. Instantly. Fire the secretary. Even if you know you did not tell her to send an invitation to Keith Mitchell, fire the person. Take the blame from off your shoulders. Say them that forget to send it. Don't sit down there, Madam Governor General, and let nobody cause you to get embarrassed. You understand? Fire the person. Or have them transferred. Better yet, have them transferred. Let it go in the gravel pit and walk as a gatekeeper. Yeah, send them or somewhere else. You cannot have that. So I just thought this morning, friends, I'd take a couple of minutes to speak to that. Because it is going to start to make the wrong, or it has started to make the wrongs already, that Keith Mitchell did not go to the gala, and the gala is for thing. But there's something else that comes to the gala. Yeah, this one has nothing to do with independence. No, I ain't talking on independence. Independence is a thing I love. Check me my colors tomorrow. In any event, there's something about the gala that I find utterly amazing. When we listen to our Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, when we listen to him, here's what. We are hearing a narrative coming from him that we are looking towards Grenada being a republic. That's the sort of a narrative you hear from conversation, from questions he asks and how he answers the questions. You're hearing that Grenada is, under his watch, could become a republic. If that happens, it happens. I ain't saying whether against that or for that at this particular point in time. What I want to point out at this particular point in time is this. If Grenada is going to be a republic, then what we fixing the Governor General house for? Tell me, if Grenada is going to be a republic, if that is the narrative, then why are we fixing the Governor General house? Huh? Come on. Oh, and finally, the people who had the gala, hosted by the Governor General, be advised that because most of the other galas that went before in Grenada, and those were held in other territories, they went under the flag of the National Democratic Congress, the party flag. Yeah? Most, if not all, of the other galas that have been held before. Now, hear this. Hear this, and hear it very, very careful. This gala was held under the flag of the Governor General. Governor General is the head of state. Therefore, here's what it is. The auditors, you have to tell us Grenadians how much money was made in it. You must. Them other gala know that they tell us not their business. That is private party affairs. That is a business. Let the MP organize a gala for themselves and make money if they want. But this gala, the one that was held on Saturday night, that gala, you have to tell us, you have to report, just reminding you that you have to report to the public how much money you made from the gala. Don't feel you're just making gala and then we don't know nothing, you know. Somebody sent me a message and say, morning, Andre. It's going to be a presidential palace. Oh, so it's not a government. Well, okay, my bad. But still, you have to, you must, you bong, and you compel to tell us how much monies you raised from the gala. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world.
So as you go along your way, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking. What you say when you're talking. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, careful.
Word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissy.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color
Color by Sissons. Yeah, classic furniture. That is our own furniture company right here in St. Patrick. They're located at Chantimel. Showroom inside of St. Andrew. Yeah. If you need a special price from classic furniture, give me a call. I could talk to them on your behalf.
When you talk, when you go.
Yeah, man, we could do it like that. What you say? So, as I said before we took the break, full disclosure has to be given as it relates to the funds. And based on my understanding, an account number was given. Now, it's not just to give an account number, you know. It's not just that. And yeah, you can call if you want to. I'll come to your call in a minute. It is about this. Who controlling the account? Who controlling the account? Tell me. Anybody could put money in our account. Anybody. But not anybody could take it out. But we must know who. Yes, you could go in the bank and say, this is Andre Donald, a name. This is his account number. And I want to put $10,000. No, $9,999 in Andre Donald's account. And nobody can tell you nothing. You put that. But guess what? You can't take it out. It's only Andre to take it out. Now, if you have a thing set up, who? Tell us, full disclosure. Morning, how you do?
Good morning, Andre. How are you?
I'm there.
I'm good, thanks.
Talk to me.
I just want to wish everybody a happy independence. Yourself and everybody a happy independence. It's a great joy to be able to celebrate 50 years of independence in Grenada. My birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday in advance. Anne-Marie Celestine Grant celebrating her birthday today. So happy birthday to her too. Now talk to me.
Yes. I am happy to see the spirit of volunteerism and so forth and so forth. But to be honest,
what are you doing? You're fighting with something, or?
No.
No. You don't kill my ears.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, talk to me, dear.
Yes, I'm in the spirit of what community service and all these things, but it's kind of hard to be a part of that, based on the situation that's happening in Grenada right now. People are being threatened to come out and do community service, or else they won't be able to get a fortnight, and these kinds of nonsense. And for the last, between 2013 and 2022, you've had persons creating that atmosphere of division in Grenada. You know, boycotting independence celebrations and going to Camahan Park, and you have them calling people clowns and all these kinds of things if you put on a red, green, and yellow. And this should not have been. This should never be. As politicizing the independence celebration. So what you get is what you're getting now is what you've been given prior. Prior to that, you were looking for togetherness. You weren't getting it. Prior to that, you were looking for community service. You weren't getting it. You know, so everything that is happening and the complaints about let's come together. I mean, you've had years to let's come together, but instead division was created. So now you have people not willing or wanting to volunteer, and I guess it's their own people. And at the end of the day, this independence celebration should never be about NNP or NDC or any political party at all. It's the fact that we're celebrating something of great importance where so Eric Matthew Gary, and he should be at the forefront of it all. So Eric Matthew Gary. And another thing I've noticed is that it's 50 years of celebration. And I'm yet to see I'm not sure if they're going to do it Independence Day or whatever. I'm yet to see anybody, any names being mentioned in regards to the contribution they would have made over the last 50 years. I have yet to see that. I'm not probably Independence Day they'll do it, but this should have been the name should have been broadcasted from day one, like from this time you start doing your preparations for independence. You know these names should have been brought into schools. These these are the things that you need to promote instead of the galas and the road trip and the big free show, which I know if they had people paying to go in that, they wouldn't get a soul. It was free, so I guess as much that's why they got a crowd. But I mean, it's quite unfortunate that this independence celebration and is so politicized. It's politicized to the point that you have persons who are not even elected going to schools and pinning children. You understand? These are the things that should not be at a time, at this point, at this juncture of our celebration. You know? So I just want to wish everybody a happy independence. And I would not say don't go in the celebrations. I wouldn't say that. Go out and have fun, enjoy yourself. It's our thing, our independence. Everybody in Grenada is independent. So go out, enjoy yourself. Go to the celebrations. Do what you have to do.
Thank you.
Yes.
One of.
Oh, Andre. Oh, yes. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you tell me.
No. Go ahead. I didn't have. It's okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes nowadays before the hour. So if I deposit in $10,000, I may have to declare source of funds too. So, but in any event, I am not in any way accusing the Governor General of doing wrong things. I'm just saying that her office may have erred in not inviting the leader of the opposition to the thingy, to the gala thingy. I can't say the Governor General did wrong. You check. I can't say she did wrong. You mad? Who's me? You mad? I can't do that. I disrespect. No, I don't. Let me tell you something. Unless you wrong me, and I know the Governor General won't wrong me because she will never speak to a minion like me. She might give me a little shake hand if she meet me in a function. Give me a little shake hand and nod her head. Or she might just nod her head at me. Or she might just pass straight. But that is all in the class of the thing. But don't worry, when my lady becomes Governor General, what do you? I get invited to everything. Who's that? I keep telling y'all that the best person for Governor General in Grenada next is a woman. All you talking about Tillman and yada. Tillman have a mean streak about him. He cannot be Governor General. Not with that mean streak. The best next person for Governor General in Grenada when Dame Cecile decides that she has had enough. Best is Yolan Bain Hosford. That's the best person. You talk about class, you talk about everything. And I am in a position to talk this. I will say this and I'll go vex. I will tell all this something that all of all do so and say, oh, what Andre? She color, she skin. All they won't like me for that, you know. But it is a fact. It is a fact in Grenada. If you're black, stay back. If you're brown, stick around. If you're white, then it's all right. It's a fact. You understand? That's why I'm trying to kill, you know. And let me tell you, the fact is so glaring, eh? Check it out. The stations, and I'm talking radio here, there is no station in Grenada that does the amount of news that Real FM does. None. And if you were to do a survey now, Real FM will be in the top 2. I ain't know who else is going to be there, but I'm definitely sure that Real FM will be in the top 2. The top 2, yes, I said that. But you know what? Because of its location, it's like business for us. But the people who advertise, they will tell you, damn, we get quality for our monies. So it's the same thing. If you're black, stay back. If you're brown, stick around. If you're white, then everything is all right, baby. If you don't believe me, ask Keith Mitchell and he will tell you. Seriously. Because of his skin color, that's one of the main reasons he's hated so much. Everybody loved Maurice Bishop. Look at his skin color. Everybody loved George Bridget. Look at his skin color. Yeah? And everybody loved Tillman Thomas. Look at his skin color. Huh? And Keith Mitchell is of a darker hue than Deacon Mitchell. Look at his skin color. All you're taking, no, it's not a joke. It's a serious thing. Y'all ain't bound to agree with me. But I know that I'm speaking serious things here. If you're black, stay back. If you're brown, stick around. If you're white, then it's all right. That's what it is. And that's the same thing that Real FM suffered from. Because of our location, as they say in local parlance, which I hate, we in the country. Do you understand? No matter how much quality we produce, we in the country. Ask any media house in Grenada, ask them to show you one person that they produce who has made it on to different levels. They can't tell you. Ask Real FM. You ain't have fingers to count the amount of persons that Real FM has produced from scratch, who today earn a living in the media. Never knew anything before they came to Real FM. And you know what? Every time I say, I ain't doing this thing again, and I do it again and again and again. A gentleman sent, hold on. A gentleman sent me a piece and thing over the weekend, I think it was. Yeah, and I want you to read this. Yeah, there, Dalton is still here. He didn't go yet. Dalton, you see that portion right there, that big portion right there under the green one? Yeah. That is what a gentleman sent to me over the weekend. Read it.
It's your humility that makes you great, and you have demonstrated it in the way you let go your radio station to your employees after teaching them. Keep on nurturing our young people with that light of our African spirituality.
Thank you, ma'am. That's my phone. Give me back my phone. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's what a gentleman sent me over the weekend.
Remember, you have a different breed of Africans, so...
Yes! We didn't come here as slave.
At all.
You didn't come here as slave.
Must be different.
So I different. We didn't come here as no slave thing. We didn't do the slave thing.
I'll tell people, I say, look, the Kalinago went to war for slaves in Grenada and in St. Vincent. The slaves here, you know what they told the French governor? They say, we rather to stay with you than to live with the savages.
Do you understand?
So slaves are very
unpredictable people.
Unpredictable people. You know,
that's why I like people from Munich. Munich were never slaves.
In St. Vincent, the Chateau and them free slaves in Kingston to join them. They refused to join Chateau to fight the British. They joined the British to fight Chateau.
We will talk about that again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dalton. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Friends one, friends all, have a wonderful day. God bless you. You know I love you always. And remember, I said to you, Keith Mitchell was not invited.
Sheep clothing, boats of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. Grenada Cooperative Bank remains committed to the preservation of Grenada's heritage. Erica Houston, Manager, Marketing and Customer Insight, presented the bank's contribution to Dame Cecil La Grenade, Governor General of Grenada. In the region, the U.S. State Department is warning travelers about the high crime rate in the Bahamas. The agency raised its travel advisory level, urging Americans to use increased caution when visiting the island.
The U.S. State Department is warning travelers about the high crime rate in the Bahamas. The agency raised its travel advisory level, urging Americans to use increased caution when visiting the island nation.
Typically, people see it and reach out quickly. I think in this case, I've not seen any change in patterns.
In fact, Christina Royer with Sky High Travel in St. Louis says her customers are booking trips to several destinations under travel warnings.
A lot of people are going to Mexico, the Caribbean, anywhere, St. Lucia, Bahamas, Jamaica. We've gone in the last year from a booking window, which is the date of booking to travel, of 21 days. We are pushing that back out to months now. So people are planning ahead and booking in advance.
A trend Royer says is due to better availability and prices combined with greater demand.
The embassy is concerned about the rate at which murders are occurring on the island and highlighting that they may be as a result of gang wars.
The U.S. Embassy in the Bahamas says 18 murders have happened there in January alone, primarily through gang violence. Murders are happening in both daylight and nighttime, and authorities warn Americans should be extra vigilant, especially in eastern New Providence Island.
Anywhere that you go, know your surroundings, be aware, know the areas to go and not to go, know the culture, just be advised, period. If you can't relax in a destination that you've already booked without this knowledge, there's avenues to change that.
Royer says Sky High Travel is bundling insurance with its travel packages, giving customers a resource should their plans change. It's why they say using a trusted travel advisor can save you time, worry, and frustration.
As professionals, we have contacts everywhere. So we're booking with trusted suppliers, we're booking with locals, we have numbers that we can call and help you.
On the international scene, former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak's 12-year jail sentence for corruption have been halved by the country's pardons board. Najib was jailed in 2022 over the embezzlement of Malaysia's state-owned wealth fund, Malaysia Development Berhad.
Malaysia's Pardons Board has reduced the prison sentence for former Prime Minister Najib Razak to 6 years from 12. His release date is set for the 23rd of August 2028. CNA Digital broke that story a few days ago, and this is the official confirmation. The Pardons Board statement also says his fine has been reduced to 50 million ringgit, or about $11 million US. That's from 210 million ringgit. Najib began his